Alright guys, so I'm gonna start posting a lot more stuff like this. I'm super into arm wrestling. If you follow me on Facebook and stuff, which right now nobody does, but if you do, you'll know. If you look at my history, I go to some like arm wrestling tournaments. I'm trying to get better, but anyways, I'm super into arm wrestling, and this guy Ryan Bowen, he's good. He's one of the best in Australia, but worldwide, he's trying to get there. But I really like him. I love his energy and everything. There was a recent competition that just came out. Right now, nobody can see it unless you buy the pay per view. So I did not buy the pay per view, so I'm just looking at his opinion, and I just want to share what he was sharing, and I'll talk a little bit, but barely. Like when I do these videos, it's mostly just to share what I find is interesting, and then I don't really talk that much. So, yeah, check this out. I'm just gonna mute myself, and then yeah, check this out.
Alright guys, East First West 14's a wrap. I've lost my voice. It's pretty much gone. So don't call me this afternoon. Anyone, just send me text. But phenomenal performance. A few real standouts for me. The first standout was Michael Todd. Michael Todd's victory over Kamil Jablonski, 3-0, full of emotion from Michael. And what it appeared was that the true best form of Michael Todd is back. Kamil Jablonski is the best flop presser in the world in an offensive sense. I don't think that there's better. And Michael held it up with his King's moves so solidly, never looked in doubt. Kamil could not get through, and Michael looked ferociously strong, and then Michael finished it decisively with a massive victory. He called out Gennady Golovkin after that, and I have to say that I think Michael's performance immediately warranted his return into consideration of the top 5 in the world, and it's put him on a path. I know he wants Levan. It's put him on a path where I think that that's actually something that is possible again, and given all that he's been through over his last couple of years, losing his mum, going through surgery, going through just a difficult period as an arm wrestler with...
Yeah, so basically you have to know a lot about arm wrestling for this. But yeah, Monster Michael Todd, he's one of the best in the world, but he had to leave for a while because he got injured. And then everybody thought like he was too old to come back, and he was injured, but then he went crazy. He has his own YouTube channel, so I suggest you go check it out. It's just Monster Michael Todd, but he trained a lot like crazy, and now he is super strong, and he came back, and apparently he's kicking butt, and he's just talking about the other competitors, Jablonski and all these other guys there, but I'm just trying to fill you in.
Pain and reinventing himself after injury, his performance truly was special. Then another huge performance. How can you go past John Brzenk, the GOAT, doing what he does at 60 years of age, taking on Leonidas Icona, who did nothing wrong. Leonidas Icona made every single decision correctly. He was strong enough to take the high ground from John in the first battle, in the first physical confrontation of every round. He was able to win the high ground. But John, being the GOAT, being so experienced, I can only describe it as simply phenomenal the way he was able to craft a victory in every round. He would stop Leonidas in a top roll.
This is interesting. I didn't see it, but John Brzenk, he's the best at arm wrestling ever. He was the best for like over 25 years, and now he's 60 years old, and he's still coming back and beating people, and that is like unbelievable. And so he was up against a guy called Leonidas Arkina, whatever. And Leonidas is literally like 300 pounds with arms bigger than my whole body, and he won. Like Leonidas, the big guy, lost. So that just goes to show, like, that's why I love arm wrestling, because it's all about, it's way more technical than you think. Like, you think it's all strength, and it is. but it's like way more technical. So I'm happy to hear that John Brzenk won. So that's crazy. Like you guys have to start checking this stuff out. This needs to be in the Olympics. We have beach volleyball. We have all these weird. We have breakdancing, but we don't want to have arm wrestling. Arm wrestling is used to be in Roman times. This is one of the oldest sports ever, and it's not in the Olympics. That to me is like, it's unbelievable. It should definitely be an Olympic sport because everybody relates to arm wrestling. Everybody, when they're kids, everybody arm wrestles. Like, anyway, I won't talk too much, but it really, to me, doesn't make any sense that it's not in the Olympics. So, anyways.
Leonidas would overwhelm him, but instead of waiting to be overwhelmed, John would gift his wrist, keep his pronation, get fatigue into Leonidas. Then when Leonidas backed off, John was reversing it into a hook out of nowhere and then opening up Leonidas' arm, and then would finish him with a flop press. It was crazy. 3 rounds, very similar, top roll hook press in every single one of them from John. It was crazy. 60 years old, with someone as strong as Leonidas. It was amazing. The crowd was phenomenal. And then the other one, you got to say, no, there's 2 more. I'm going to say 2 more, but I almost forgot Todd Hutchins, his vengeance match against Yevgeny Prudnik. Hugely impressive to go from losing decisively against Yevgeny to winning so decisively against Yevgeny. Sets him on a pathway where he really is making a charge back up that leaderboard at 105. And now there's a few names in there now that are very, very strong. John Brzenk, Todd Hutchins, Devin Larratt, 3 names that are on a collision course, I think, at 105 kilo. Of course, Petrenko, the man, at the moment, hard to see him being beaten, but we know that those names are all coming for those guys. So, well done, Todd. Impressive performance. And then Jerry Caderet putting in a hugely decisive victory over Alex Kadecha. Alex Kadecha looked like he was coming with a technical plan, and that technical plan just did not work at all because Jerry just bulldozed him in all 3 rounds. First one in the straps, second and third one outside of straps, decisive pressing, center table strength. He did enough, Jerry. I think he's deserved of being the next guy to face Levan Saginashvili for a crack at that number 1 rank in the world. The obscurity that is Jerry proved it today because Alex, we know, is in great form. Alex, we know, is in and of himself someone that was being considered as a potential Levan killer. So Jerry Caderet's performance, crazy. Look, across the board, the whole night, entertaining. 8.5 hours live. I'm exhausted. The whole card, though, from start to finish, incredibly entertaining. I can't not mention Devin and Chance. Got to pay respect to Chance for actually being rather competitive, although the match was shenanigans and craziness, and I'm sure it was getting under Michael Todd's skin, who was waiting to be the next match on. Devin and Chance were closer than I think we expected, and credit to Chance, he actually did open Devin a long way up in that first round in particular, and it forced Devin to really redline, really panic, and Devin was almost pinned on multiple occasions. But the inevitable collapse of the endurance of Chance did happen. Devin had his way with him. Shenanigans, fouls, restarts. Eventually Devin cottoned on to the mood of the room that they just wanted the match over so he could move on to the next thing and finally flash pin Chance to put him out of his misery. But overall, great event, great performance by Team West. I think it did show that home ground advantage, not having to travel 11 hours, 12 hours, 13 hours or more. If you're coming from Australia, it's more to the event. I think it does make a big factor, and I think it was an 11-5 victory tonight for Team West, and some really good performances from a lot of the old guard. Anyway, guys, thank you for everyone who tuned in on the live. Thank you to Martin Kemp for joining me with the live as well.
Yeah, the competition is called East versus West. Usually they have to go to Turkey, but like the country, Turkey. but this time it was on U.S. soil, so it was a lot easier. So um, yeah, I really suggest you guys look into it because the arm wrestling is getting huge. There's a big people that are into it, like Larry Wheels. He's a huge YouTuber. He really was started promoting it. He has his own promotion called King of the Table, and they all meet up in Dubai, and usually like it's crazy. But anyways, yeah, I'm just gonna start posting stuff that I'm interested in. If you're not interested in this, like I totally understand. Don't watch it, whatever. Um, but this is just for people that are into arm wrestling, or you, if you might be into arm wrestling, look it up. Um, like I'm gonna start posting like interesting matches and stuff, and my commentaries. Um, I have a lot of plans, but we'll see. Um, but yeah, anyways, that's it for today. Peace.